before this laptop got froze. Um, just some stuff. So there was something on here if I can find it. It was saying 10 hours ago that something about Kevin Porter Jr. is going to decline his player option. Well, like he have his right to, so I'm just hoping that that they will try to keep him. Okay, yeah, that was earlier today, like on first take. Like I don't even watch that either because especially Stephen A. Smith thinking everybody should go to New York, everybody should go to LA, go to a big market. Screw that. Um. Oh wow. I think they just trying to be funny with this one, but I'm gonna laugh. So the Milwaukee Bucks had requested that the New York Knicks interview doctors for their opening head coach position, but were denied. Oh my god! I think somebody was just making a joke out of that. So I don't believe that. But yeah, this is where we was saying that Kevin Porter Jr. would decline his 2.55 million player option. So maybe he may can get a little bit more. Maybe 4 years, about maybe I would say maybe 45 million or something like that. So that's what I'm thinking. He probably can get it builds up and increases. Like maybe it start with like 8 million, then it goes up. So that's a possibility. So of course yeah, they think he should be coaching Milwaukee, but you guys should know that it will be a day when they be smart enough let go of Doc Rivers, but not saying that they should, but it's just like one of those things that okay, if you're gonna keep him, then wait a minute, yeah, that's impossible. Of course, we heard about that one. Um, okay, so I don't know where I can find it, but let's just go to home. Maybe they'll suddenly pop up. Oh crap! I shouldn't have done that, but I'm just looking. Oh, okay. Just got a couple of more followers for the WFSO X page. So let's go back to home and yeah. So of course, Shams and everybody catching him. And then you have some people like agree with him, like he should leave, he should leave. So I'm thinking the guy is making much money where he's at now with the Bucks, and plus he got these signature deals and got his shoes coming out, which I really got to catch up on his shoes. But it's like this. So Shams said today on the Pat McAfee show, like Giannis brand is about loyalty right now. Brand right now, Jay lives and breathes loyalty, and that's his entire life. It is what fuels him. Okay, that's probably what just saying after what somebody was calling them out. So they were saying that what they saying. I know a brand is your entire persona, but my God, straight clown show. So, and I think Giannis also called him out too. What in the world? Oh, okay. This is okay. This is why somebody would suggest that John Broome 6'10", about 250, okay, about nearly 19 points a game his senior year, and 11 rebounds and about 3 assists, 1 steal and 2 blocks. But probably can get better as a 3-point shooter with 28% from 3 and 51% from the field, and free throws you gotta get work on. So I don't think they will like another person that started out and just like crazy enough. So also, so that just give me ideas. So sometime tomorrow we're gonna do like another let's see, mock draft. We're using Fanspo. Ooh. Okay, that's not what I was on to look at. That's not it. And it was a funny thing too that they got okay, so the thing I'm looking for, which I cannot find right now, so another Shams one. Okay, Knicks had requested the New York Knicks had requested to speak with Atlanta Hawks head coach Quinn Snyder, but were firmly denied. Oh God, they just don't want nobody to coach the Knicks. That's just funny. Um, Not even gonna go on that. I can't even find it. Even I try to look for the oh yeah, I gotta watch that tomorrow as well. So okay, PJ Tucker said he's not retiring. Funny with Bus Muse, they say he isn't even his choice at this point. So if he stand with the Knicks or whatever, they ain't gonna sign him for like a veteran minimum. So and I don't think he's gonna get any playing time anytime soon, whatever team he goes for. Like even if they end up decided okay, Bucks signed him to a veteran minimum, like is he even gonna get playing time? Okay, Nathan Mazzaro. Like most of his opinions are good, but there's just some of them is just like, what are you talking about? So I continue to like the idea of the Bucks trading their 2031 first to get first in the draft. Oh, in this draft. Oh, okay. So you're thinking like trading a future first for like a first right now. There are some nice prospects in the mid to late first that will fit. Okay, he was just naming some of the people. So another thing that they were thinking of too, that they said the Bucks would go with this that okay, I know just people just having fun with it. So if I see one more, it's not gonna be funny anymore. Um, yeah, like we heard about that one already, but I can't even forget what I was talking about. What mainly I was gonna talk about is like there was a picture of. It was on one of these, Bucks fans channel and whatnot. So the thing was that they was thinking like if you want to get a former All Star that's gonna be like end up had to get paid the vet minimum. They were thinking like they should go for Ben Simmons. Well, if you're gonna have him like stick with do like another Giannis situation, but a person that not saying Giannis can't pass because he can, but Ben Simmons is like a little bit of a better passer than Giannis, but he doesn't shoot. Like he'll take it in for like a dunk or something like that, but Ben Simmons just don't shoot. But he is a good defensive player as well. So Brooklyn, they finally got rid of him for the LA, and yeah, he'll be a free agent. And if they do decide, Ben Simmons on the vet minimum, because I think he was what, like 27, 28, 29 or something like that. I'm not even sure how old he is. So maybe okay. Let me go to something. So then, okay. I don't know why they say it's more for. It's like a kind of like a if you're getting punter. So here's his numbers from last season: 5 points a game, about 5 rebounds a game. But then again, he was like starting from the bench. Um, and about 6 assists, which is not too bad for him to be on the bench. But field goals is like 52%. So, oh, okay. So he's about to be 29 next month. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, he's 28. Yeah, about to say. I was just making sure that he was still, as that size. So, yeah, 6'10". And I know he's out of that contract, that Philly has started him with. Then other teams, Brooklyn, and was on that. He had his dislike for Philadelphia. I guess because they was on him for what he did in that playoffs that could have got them to the conference finals. So yeah, he wanted to leave, and they traded him to Brooklyn. Then Brooklyn didn't want to keep him, so although they kept him for a year and a half, I believe. No, it'll be a full 2 years, I believe, including that half the season he got traded to the Clippers, and the half of the season that he got traded to Brooklyn. So no, that can work. You will have a guy that has some size that can rebound, and although he can't shoot a three, but he can at least score in the paint. And with Giannis, up in his game with his mid-range shooting this past season, and was pretty decent on there with like 47% from the mid-range. So yeah, that's pretty good. But like I said, these social media reports, it's just a bunch of garbage. It really is. Giannis on that fraud. For what he said. Yeah. For y'all that gonna see this on the pre-recorded, this is what he said earlier today. Does anyone else miss Woj? I do. I don't know, but partly it's ESPN is starting to fall on the fly as of late. I don't know, just ever since they just falling. My new favorite Bucks draft prospect, Jalen Williams. Go back to a month before the 2022 draft when Jalen Williams was still very low on the draft boards, and I had hoped that. I guess he thought that the Bucks were actually get him, but they didn't. This is 2022. Who did they get in 2022? See, that's sad. I can't even remember. Okay, so y'all probably already seen this, so it's getting talked about enough. So okay, this was how Giannis ended up owning Shams. Sorry. There's a difference between being open-minded and, from what I am told, exploring other options. Actively exploring other options. There's a difference between doing that and asking for a trade. He's in the process of figuring out what he wants to do. Okay, yeah, that was me, laughing up. It was just a lot of people just getting on him. Then you had some of these other ones just like this one. He really just won out, but then remembers everything he said before, so now he's trying to find a way to dip without making it too obvious. Oh my God. He is good as gone at this point. You're going to hear some of these people saying that just because they want Giannis on their team. Because if you didn't get all that, traffic, people saying, you should come here, you should come here. He must be the best player in the NBA if y'all trying to drag him, to come to these big markets and stuff like that. Like, really? Oh yeah, and like this was pointed out too. Like, I did like do a trade on this, but I guess the question would be, like, how would they get, Kevin Durant from Phoenix? And the only option I came up with, either they do like a three-team trade or something, or they can trade him straight up, Kevin Durant for Damian Lillard, and they just trade Lillard, and though he be sitting on in Phoenix just collecting a paycheck for most of the season or all season. So, okay, this is another Shams one, so I just find this to be funny as well. So, the Phoenix Suns and Kevin Durant, okay, well, that part, was true that, so Kevin Durant was out of Phoenix. So, there's like teams that's like Houston, San Antonio, Minnesota, Miami, and New York. I don't see him, well, the front court of him and Bam and Kelly Ware, if they have him at the starting center, that would be a big lineup. I admit that. Kind of like the same thing you say, like if he, decide, okay, he want to go to the Bucks. Only trade they can do is like either have a 3-team trade involved or 14 trade, and or no, I was just say or they trade him for Damian Lillard because the contract that they both making this coming season is about the same. So yeah, they're getting paid the same. Yeah, like I said, these other ones, like people just being stupid. Um, those aren't Bucks fans. Of course it ain't. Bucks fans being mad because Giannis wants to stay is hilarious. Like I said, some people. Oh, Rick Boogs casting an upcoming American Gladiators. Good from him, and he's from here too, so that's cool. So that's a good thing for him. I will end up watching more American Gladiators than I should when they release it. But it's gonna be on Amazon Prime, I believe. I know I was getting off the subject, and I still cannot find, that Wait. I remain totally convinced that Colin Sexton can really help a contender. I think he's going to go for a price that feels low a year from now. He must be on this contract for the final season with the Utah Jazz. That's the only thing I can think of. But first, about the round killers thing. Wait. Okay. The Washington Wizards could reportedly trade Jordan Poole. But, okay. Around the league, there's growing belief that Jordan Poole could be moved either on draft night or later this summer. So, I know that we got them videos, we want to talk about, but I think we mainly talk about everything that we wanted to. But, like I said, because the rest of these other videos that, talk about the Bucks, I'm probably just going to watch it, separately, and not really, really talk that much about it. So, I thought about, maybe give my reactions and stuff to these videos, but I'm not. So, like I said, Bucks Digest, pointing out some stuff, and of course this ridiculous thing with Barrett. So I'm not gonna kill y'all with that. So it's not even worth it. I think he's just really, really upset because Chris Middleton is not there anymore. And I watched his long draft video. No, it's like his rebuild with the Bucks. I'm just like, No, because I think it was like half of the. It was like about 2 years from now. You know how they do like on NBA season. You can go up to like amount of years that you want to. Then you got I think it was around 2 years, like around the 2027 off season. He ended up getting Brooke. No, not Brooke, but he ended up getting Chris Middleton, and his numbers. Chris Middleton was decline, decline, decline. It was one point. It was so bad. Like the final season, he played. Chris Middleton ended up with only 4 points a game. So, oh yeah, okay, and this joke right here too. So I'm gonna play this one because I think this one is really like a joke too. So I already put a thumbs down on there already. So
this is kind of unfortunate if you like trades and like stars moving to other teams and stuff like that. Giannis kind of spoke out about the NBA Finals, and he says, "I'm rooting for good basketball." He said the finals are different. I hope to be back soon with the Bucks. Now, that just kind of clarified that he doesn't want to get traded from Milwaukee. He wants to stay with Milwaukee, and he wants to win a championship with Milwaukee once again. The only thing is like, what's over there for you, Giannis, right? Like, Brook Lopez.
It's not, it's not how like NBA is like back in the past that you have to go to these big market cities just to like get cash or get money or something like that. So I'm sorry, but like I watched this video yesterday and I just want to show it to y'all and probably y'all on live can hear it. What a joke. Top notch hot takes, yeah. It's just a joke. He's a joke.
Lopez is probably going to leave. That has been reported. Dame's probably not going to play next season. Like,
we don't know that. Like I said, with like machines, technologies, and all that stuff they can do, maybe a person probably can heal as fast as maybe 6 months or something like that. That's a possibility. So that was the earliest I was saying, Damian Lillard could be back, by January, or it could be already up to a year and be like he'll be back if they're like get farther in the playoffs in May of next year. So there's a lot of what ifs and stuff that you can talk about, and we really just don't know. But we can see like if there's no situation that it could be possible. But it's like these YouTubers, social media people and stuff like that. They just want somebody on their team and like in the big market, which it doesn't make sense. Like, you have a lot of small market teams. Since the Bucks won the championship in 2021, all you see are these a few like small market teams, like the Bucks and Suns. Like they both small market teams, and I didn't know Indiana was, but Indiana and Oklahoma, this NBA Finals, small market team. So I just don't get when these people be saying like I'm not sure about if Denver was a small market team. I'm not sure. We know Boston ain't, but God, who did they beat last year? That's crazy. I can't even remember who they beat last year. But yeah, I'm saying it doesn't even matter what team you go to anymore. As long as you feel comfortable, you making a lot of money because the team that drafted you can get you more money. And I just hated that some of these people, like him, can't see that.
Like, what trades can you possibly make? Like, you don't really have much draft capital. Like,
it doesn't matter if they don't have draft capital. There are some things that can be done. And okay, so my live is about to be shot, so I'm going to try to wrap this up quickly. I'll talk about the YouTube live, so that's probably going to end up being shot in a minute. But okay, because some people don't have that much access and stuff like that. You never know what move they can do to like get more. You don't know. You can just assume because I'm a big NBA basketball fan and I know all and I've seen all and stuff like that. and or they can go to the route like me, like yeah, I play high school basketball. I know what I'm talking about. If you actually just watch the game, actually watch it, study it, and actually look at some other videos and stuff like that, you probably would know like things change. It ain't like the like Shaq said, this ain't the '90s anymore. I don't think people will care like if you stay with your team or not. You still gonna get more money at at the place you got drafted to. So stick with that. And you're seeing people get paid up the wazoos. Like with Giannis, he'll get like a little bit over 54 million this coming season. So is Dame, although he's like hurt. But there's opportunities out there that you can like stay with the same team and like make more money. So I know it wasn't for Dame, but Dame did as much as he could in Portland and just needed to change the scenery. But at least he stayed there for like more than a decade for Portland. So he done all he can, and I don't like understand that. Mariah, Mariana. Sorry if I say your name wrong. Hello. Okay. Let's just finish this.
You can't carry that bum team. You know,
Hey, what's your favorite team, fool? Come look as if it could be the Lakers.
Gary Trent, Taurean Prince, they're all free agents. And those were big parts of your team. Now, obviously, they can come back, but with no Dame, this team's not going nowhere. I mean, even with
That's not always the possibility. Like, the possibility is, some players can get involved with the draft, and I think I mentioned this before, but Bucks are thinking when it comes to their draft pick, they're gonna go with somebody a little bit older, maybe their final year in like playing college ball, like their fourth final year, or there's some players they play their 5 years in college, so that's a possibility. So like I said, look at Malcolm Brogdon when the Bucks got him in the second round, like ended up winning Rookie of the Year, and was like after his senior year in college. I think it was Auburn. I think he went to, but yeah, it's just some of these people don't know. They can just I guess they like us, like they're just like everybody else, like including myself. Like we can throw our opinion out there, but you gotta back it up with facts. And I think that's wrong with some of these like YouTubers and some of these social medias. Like they will say or put anything just to get a clickbait. That's all that some of them are. Like just do anything for clickbait.
even with Dame, this team wasn't going nowhere. Kyle Kuzma is awful. You see what he did in the postseason. So hopefully, Giannis doesn't ruin his career, staying loyal to the Milwaukee Bucks like Dame did. In Portland, he should have left way earlier, but we'll see what happens. So,
see, that's why I don't get like people like that. Like they think they, know it, but then suddenly, they end up getting shocked, be like, oh, okay, so he is going to stay, so I need to shut up. It just don't make any sense with some of these people, I swear. But oh yeah, before we go, we're gonna do one more thing before this end up crashing out. So let's look for. Oh yeah, there we go. NBA trade cap machine. So if you want to do like accurate trades and things like that with the NBA, and also they got one with the NFL in it too. So for you guys that like football, and you want to see like your trade machine and stuff like that. And I think they did a mock draft too in the NFL. They had on there too. But like anyways, so we're gonna look at and see what it takes for if the Bucks decide to get Jordan Poole, because I think he's around I think he's around the 30 million mark, I believe. But it'll be the saddest story. They try to trade Kyle Kuzma for Jordan Poole, and Wizards be like, no. I don't even think you can do that for up to a year, like to make a trade back with a person that you already got in the I said, God, I'm about to say this. You see, now it got all switched up. They had Giannis at the number one trending player to be traded, so they got him down from 1 to 8, and they got Kevin Durant up there as number one. This it just amazed me. It really does. Some people just like really just need to go up. It's like saying that Timberwolves sucks. They should give it the older team and rebuild. So ridiculous. Like I said, like I did with that Kevin Durant trade. So both Damian Lillard and Giannis is making the same amount for for this season. But Giannis will be with the Bucks another season after this coming season. Then he has his player option. So okay, you wouldn't blame like Giannis if he end up opting out and the Bucks end up paying him more money. So what? You can pay him for like maybe more money for a few more years and like a few more years while you're in this prime. Then certain players they start to decline. Some of them do, some of them don't. So I don't know. I guess if you like LeBron James and pay a lot of money like to take care of your body, then why not? Because the Wizards already got Alex Starr. Of course, you see like with Chris Middleton, they got a player option, and they still got a lot of I think they at the limit of their like cap space, and they got like already 15 players that already committed. Well, except for the Eli Connerberry team option, so that'd be up to the team. Like I said, they got Alex Shard, that's a rising star. Rashawn Holmes, Corey Risper, Marcus Smart. He's probably most likely is going to stay, especially with the Sorry guys. Okay, there we go. So that happens because they thinking somebody ain't no activity going on there. So apologize about that. Okay, yeah, about 32 million Jordan Poole's going to make this year. Then got a player option. So let's just say they said screw it, trade Jordan Poole and wait. I thought they had another Bud Carrington. Well, maybe they decide start him at the starting lineup and they want to get rid of Jordan Poole. Or you can have Marcus Smart be in the starting lineup and you got him for like one season. So yeah, they got a lot of picks. So especially this year, they have 2 first rounders, the number 6 pick, and they got the number 18 pick. Second round, of course, they trade their other second round, their personal second round to Milwaukee. Then it would be a Detroit, but the Wizards had that pick and end up trading them. So the Wizards can do anything with the picks they got. So they can either keep all 3, or if they want to get rid of second round pick, or they want to add that and Jordan Poole for somebody on the Bucks. Is like the thing is like, what can the Bucks give them? Yeah, 2026. Yeah, they got 2 first round picks, and 4 second round picks. So the Wizards are, even if they have a failed season this coming season, they'll be okay at least for the next 2 years. Like 3 if you want to get lucky, because they got their own first round pick in 2027. Then they got multiple second round picks, including their own. So there's a lot they can do with it. Okay, 2028. Okay, swap rights for that pick. And of course the swap rights the Bucks trade them. So yeah, the Bucks got their 2028 pick, and yeah, just after the 2027 season with the Bucks, they'll be done with that trade they did with for Drew Holiday with the Pelicans. So, Portland will see, the lesser pick of the two. So, wherever, Portland will, if Milwaukee gets like a lower, which I seriously doubt it. So, mainly Portland, will keep, wherever they at in the first round. Then, Milwaukee's pick would be, the late in the first round, and the Wizards will be, getting that. So, wait a minute. First round pick protected for selection 15 to 30 if Portland has not, okay, if they're not, got a pick in the first round to Chicago, convey their pick to the first round by 2027. And Milwaukee's 2028 first round pick, so Washington will receive the more favorable. So, yeah, there's a lot of confusion and stuff that's going down there. So, after this stuff, I'm still confused. So, mainly, the 2028, they got 2 first round picks, 2 second round picks, and their own 2029 pick and another first. Then you got 2 second rounds. So depends, they made moves, but Washington Wizards is in a good shape. So let's just say they got rid of, their 18 pick and traded Jordan Poole. But then again, you're looking at who's going to take them, because it's for doggone sure they ain't going to take Kyle Kuzma back. And I don't know how it can be done. The only thing I can think of is like they got to add like another team into this, and the Bucks was saying, half of their, young talent, or they decide, what, Pat Connaughton did opt in, and we'll use that in the trade package. But if you want to use like Kyle Kuzma and trade him to somewhere else, then just like do that and do like a 3-team trade. So that's the only thing I can see out of this. Yeah, right now, that's the only thing that probably makes sense. You gotta add a 3rd team into this. So, this is, excuse me, this is all the best. So, we're going to end it from here, and I am going to do those, watch those videos, and probably tomorrow I'll probably post up my opinion about it. So, stay tuned for that. Thank you guys that's watching on WFSO 1 on Twitch. So, we try to do live contact almost every day on Twitch. So, share the channel and let people know what we're doing. We got a lot of content to talk about, like Milwaukee Bucks, wrestling, comic book movies, TV news, and also Milwaukee development. So if you're interested in that, you would like to tune into some of these channels. But most of those stories and stuff like that will be mostly on our YouTube or YouTube channel, I should say. Facebook Live, we probably will do another live again. Not sure when, but just like, because I think there's nothing else going on like wrestling wise this coming week, no like pay-per-views or anything like that in June. I think the next one will be WWE's Night of Champions, and like I said, TNA, yeah, they're done with their pay-per-views until Slammiversary. So yeah, wrestling is probably gonna be a little bit quiet. I wouldn't say like too quiet, but kind of quiet. So you guys, please, let people know about this channel, and thanks, for joining us, guys. Till the next video. So have a good one, you guys, from Twitch. And for you guys just watching on so we're gonna like stop with the TikTok thing. So user 287906285159, I think he was on there on Monday. So anyways, welcome to the live, and we are going to get out of here. So let people know that y'all what's going on with my personal TikTok channel. And I know I was supposed to do a video about we were supposed to go to the movies, but we ended up not doing that because I was just so tired on Tuesday. So I apologize. So maybe the next time we end up going to the movies, whatever, which will be sometime this month, we'll probably do like a movie review. So the same thing with you guys on YouTube. So let me get out of here, you guys, until the next video for you, and See you later. Okay, good. More views than Monday. So that's good. Oh, 98 likes. I hate when this happens sometimes. Oh Jesus. There we go. Okay, so okay, let me stop this one. So you people that's on, Facebook Live, I will tell y'all this. I forgot to mention it, on the other ones, but for our YouTube channel, is sponsored by Mike and Robin Thompson and also Midwest Wrestling Collectibles. So if you're interested in collecting some wrestling merch, check out Midwest Wrestling Collectibles on Facebook. So there may be something you'd be interested in. And also, like and subscribe and YouTube. I thank you guys for the likes, either you're watching live or pre-recorded. I appreciate it. Like I said, we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and when we get close to that, we will do a giveaway. So we're hoping we can get there by the end of the year with y'all's support. So, please subscribe to the channel. Or tell your friends, though, share the channel and put you guys on Facebook Live, share, this video on Facebook too. Check us out on our WFSO Radio Network page as well. There's a lot more content in there than especially the content that be popping on from what we do, like YouTube videos and stuff like that. So you get an opportunity, check it out. For our YouTube channel, we got over 2,700 videos and counting, so y'all get a chance, check them out. It is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, so please, check on the men in your life, because you might help them more than you ever know. All you gotta do is try. And it is Pride Month too, so all the lesbian, gay, bi, and all that community and stuff. So I apologize if it seems bad, like I'm talking bad about them, which I'm not. So respect people, no matter what they like, what their orientation is, or how they dress, or anything like that. So if they're happy with what they have on, or they're happy with who they are, you should be supporting them, not talking them down. But yeah, I'm going to stop right there because I could get political on this. But anyways, you guys on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and then plus you guys that's watching pre-recorded, until the next video, you guys have a good one. Man up, face up, and woman up. So until the next video, you guys have a good one, and see you later.